I started as a freshman percussion major in the fall of 1967, the music department was still located in Eisland Hall on the university's downtown campus. It was a period of expansion, and we were bursting at the seams. The percussion studio was unplanned when the old music building was constructed, and so what was a maintenance room in the basement was converted into a sardine can of a studio. Imagine putting a marimba, xylophone, chimes, vibraphone, bells, 4 timpani, drum set, piano, bass, and music stands in a room with the approximate square footage of a single-car garage. Add in 14 or so people, and there was no room to turn around. Our salvation was to come in the spring, when the first phase of the Creative Arts Center would be opened. I believe the percussion department was among the first to move in. It should be noted that even the first phase wasn't completely finished. Now, letting a group of percussionists with questionable judgment and a fearless sense of adventure have unfettered access to a large, mostly vacant building still under construction may not have been the best idea. We were all over the place, investigating passageways that led underneath the building where it was bare earth. We discovered what I called the secret staircase, an emergency exit out of the concert theater. If memory serves, it was located at the back of the seats and descended 2 stories. Our favorite way to enter the spacious new studio was through the large windows that led outside onto a planted channel that ran alongside the building, kind of like a converted moat. As the invasion continued, some senior members of the ensemble, who shall remain nameless, were out in front of this studio in the hallways playing a variation of hide and seek called Hide and Ambush. And one side came up with a fire extinguisher to be followed by the other side acquiring their own fire extinguisher, and what started out as a skirmish turned into a full-blown battle of the foam throwers. Now, the stuff went everywhere, and it continued until they both ran out of ammunition. And there was nothing else for the rest of us to do but go out and run and see who could slide the furthest on the slick floors. I can remember the esteemed Dr. Portnoy coming out of his office to see what was going on, shaking his head and going, "Damn drummers," and going back in and shutting the door. These antics continued for years. Probably a good example would be the snowball wars. One winter it snowed, 6 inches deep, and the snow was just that right kind of consistency for making snowballs. So, of course, a bunch of us, by that time it was way more than just the percussion majors who were out there doing stuff, decided to go out and take advantage of the parking lot in front of the Creative Arts Center, which afforded lots of hiding places with all the cars out there. And the battles ranged from full-blown battles of snowballs on both sides to quickly evolving into gangs of marauders who would out and ambush innocent victims, to these huge aerial assaults of, 10, 15 snowballs coming over and landing on cars that were just arriving. And I remember one professor getting out of his car and holding up his briefcase in front of his face and saying, "Cease fire, I'm a non-combatant." Now, there was one girl who put us all to shame with her bravery. Dr. John Engberg was doing a solo recital playing one of the Bach unaccompanied cello suites when she went streaking naked across the back of the stage. Now, nobody could figure out who she was because none of us were looking at her face. Of course, I found out a couple years later, but I'm sworn to secrecy and won't say anything. Now, I'm willing to bet that many of you have your own fun stories about our time at the university, and I encourage you to share them either in the comments below this stream, or make your own video and share it add to the archives that are being collected by Al Hall. And thanks for watching.